Hello again, everybody. It's Scott Casper. We cover the world of wrestling up and down, coast to coast, border to border, and all the ships at sea. This time, the heart of America, if you will. We head to Ames, Iowa. The All Big 12 wrestling team was announced earlier today, and one of those on it is joining us now, Gabe Moreno from Iowa State. Gabe, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Congratulations on the honor, a Big 12 wrestling team academic honor. First team. How does that feel?
It feels pretty good knowing that not just in the wrestling world, but in the academic world, I'm succeeding and able to juggle both pretty well. It's a nice feeling to have.
You know, when thinking back on your days at Urbandale, in high school, you were really focused on wrestling. You still achieved good grades there. Was high school pretty easy for you?
Um, yeah, I just found that. I mean, if you just do what's asked of you, finish your homework on time, you're gonna succeed. I feel like maybe some people have a struggle with it a little bit more, but if you just stay organized and get all your stuff in, no late work, it's not too difficult.
So part of the struggle of a wrestler or an athlete is worrying about outside influences, i.e., studies or girlfriends or whatever. If you just focus on getting the grades, what I'm hearing you say, if you just focus on getting your homework done, doing the best you possibly can, grades should take care of themselves, and you don't have to worry about that. Correct?
Yeah.
All right. Was that part of your the magic in you posting up a 3.31 cumulative GPA over the past two semesters at Iowa State?
Yeah. It really is. Because if you turn in your work on time, not only obviously are you getting good grades in the homework portion, you're not getting a big zero for missing assignments, but also when you're doing those assignments, you're learning the exam or the material that's going to be covered on the exam. So yeah, like just doing your homework's huge.
I guess I'm not quite sure how it all works, but when you go on the road and you have assignments that are due the following week, how do you jam that in? How do you fit that in? The study time, the time to prep for tests, the time to prepare papers or projects. How do you get that done?
Well, I mean, it's really just I'm blessed in the age that like the age that I live in, the internet age where everything's online. So even if I'm away from the classroom, I can still look at the material on the course homepage, and that's normally where the assignments are, like online assignments that you can turn in electronically. So even without being in class, I can still get my assignments in on time, and usually they'll have a study guide on there. So just looking through it when I'm on the road, maybe when I'm in the airport, anytime that I have downtime, just look through it and prepare myself. I mean, whenever
Okay.
I can.
So using your time to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Our guest, Gabe Moreno, he is qualified for academic honors, this time all Big 12 honors. And to be a first team member, you must have a cumulative GPA of a 3.20 or better. And a second team selection holds a 3.9, 3.2, 3.19. So you're getting into that area we call rarefied air. Freshmen and transfers are not eligible in their first year of academic residence. I'm not sure why. I would encourage everybody to be the best they can at all times, but it's just the rules as they are. Senior student athletes who have participated for a minimum of 2 years and have met all the criteria except percent of participation are also eligible. Let's talk a bit about the Big 12s. You do get to wrestle in the Big 12s. You're going to be representing Iowa State and the Cyclone Faithful at 141. Talk to us about your place within the overall competition of the Big 12.
Well, I mean, it's a fun feeling because pretty much at this time, you just throw records out the window and you just go out there and wrestle to your capability, and whatever happens, happens. I think that three people automatically qualify at the weight, so that's just one match. You got to focus on one match at a time and get to the national tournament. That's the main goal, you know.
You had a seventh place finish at a very difficult event, the Las Vegas Invitational. And I mean, that's a grinder, dude. I don't know how a guy gets in there and really truly enjoys it because it is just a phenomenal grind. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree. Coming in here, this is the first time in the lineup for me. I didn't really know what to expect, and it is a grind. It's something that I've never really done anything similar to. It's a lot different than high school or your redshirt year wrestling, but um, I definitely feel like it's all worth it. Like when you see the light at the end of the tunnel, the Big 12s. This is what you were grinding for all year to get a spot at the national tournament. So you just gotta take what you get, and go after it.
One more competition note I want to bring up. You had a tremendous win over, was it Yugi Kanishiyam of the Citadel at the Southern Scuffle January 2nd. Can you talk about that victory? Because it was tight, but nonetheless, it was a big psychological win for you.
Yeah, to me, it just proved that when I wrestle my match and with confidence and I control the pace of the match, I can compete with anybody. And sometimes during the season, I would get away from that, and after these 2 weeks that we've had preparing for Big 12s, thinking a lot about when I've had success and when I haven't had success, just tightening areas down. And yeah, going back to that Oogie match, to me, it just shows that when I wrestle like the Gabe Moreno that I know I can wrestle like, I'm tough to beat.
Well, if I recall, Gabe, you went to the states here in Iowa, state high school championships, 4 separate times, and you did quite well in each and every one of them. So we're going to look forward to seeing how you handle the tournament, the Big 12 championship, as it were. And the ultimate goal, of course, is to wrestle well in the Big 12 championship, get your invite to the NCAA's, which coincidentally will be over in Oklahoma City. So that's a lot of back and forth for the Cyclones, going back and forth to Oklahoma. Are you up for the challenge?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Like I said before, this is what the whole grind of the season. Getting down to weight almost every week, competing with tough kids, just constantly battling. This is what it was all for, and I'm not going to just let the opportunity slip without giving it my all. So I'm really excited.
It's always good to talk to Gabe. My best to your brother Michael and your family as well. Your dad is just a first-rate guy and a tremendous coach. And I believe your grandmother makes some outstanding burritos and tacos, by the way. I've had them, and they are good, dude. I don't know how you stay away.
Yeah, they are good.
41 pounds, man. That's a tough one when you make good food like that available. First round action begins Saturday, 3 o'clock Central at the McCausland Fieldhouse in Norman, Oklahoma, on the campus of the Sooners of Oklahoma. It'll be Iowa State bringing their team down to battle, and one of those is a leader. He's an academic leader as well. Now, Gabe Moreno has been our guest. He is an all Big 12 first-team selection. What an honor, and what an effort was put forth by Gabe. Great, Gabe, congratulations, man. Good job.
Thanks.